What is going on, folks? Welcome to This is KC Sports right here with Bishop and Franchise. It is Monday. We're starting out late. It's okay. There's not a lot to talk about, but everything's going to be gold. Bishop, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right, man. How you doing?
We're doing. It's Monday. We're here. It's the start of the week. This is sports. This is KC Sports right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Let's not forget following us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at iesportsradio.com, as well as IE Sports Radio wherever podcasts are available. So Apple Podcasts, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, all that jazz. Go to our shop, iesportsradio.com/shop. We're having some killer deals right now. And then, of course, you can follow us on the Twitter at thisisKC_IESR. We've got myself at Real Franchise, and then my man Bishop at XRunners with a Z at the end of that. Folks, we have some great things to talk about in a short amount of time. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be swell. The fact of the matter is, though, we have to give credit where credit is due to our folks over at Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet, as well as Seal the Deal Wax Seals. Bishop, man, oh man, it's been a quiet week, kind of, in a sense. You don't count the Royals. Very disappointing on Saturday, and there is nothing going on in the world of soccer.
Yeah, man, it'd be like that sometimes. That's how it is. We definitely gonna talk about some of the pros and cons we saw from the Chiefs playoffs game. Royals are inching their way into a playoff spot, but we definitely gonna pay respects to our sponsors, man.
Absolutely, my man. Absolutely. Folks, we are, just like Bishop said, we are going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. This is KC Sports right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We will be right back.
Stick around.
IE Sports Radio fans, this show is brought to you by Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Planet Jerky is the official jerky of the 2022 California League champion Lake Elsinore Storm, single-A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. This all-brisket jerky has gluten-free options, contains no MSG, no sodium nitrate, is low in sugar, and high in protein. Go to their website at planetjerky.net and follow them on Instagram at Planet Jerky. Planet Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet.
Hey there, IE Sports Radio fans. Be sure to check out our sponsor, Seal the Deal Wax Seals by Cecilia B. You just finished your very own wedding or baby shower invitations and you're looking for that extra special touch? Maybe you just wrote a letter to a relative or a friend and you want to add to their smile when they receive it. Then seal the deal with Cecilia's handmade sealing wax stamps for your invitations, letters, and gifts. You bring the deal, we'll bring the seal. You can find them on Instagram at sealthedeal_wax stamps and on Facebook, Seal the Deal Wax Seals.
And what is going back, ladies and gentlemen? Bishop and myself, the franchise, right here on IE Sports Radio. This is KC Sports right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Bishop, my man, let's go ahead and talk a little bit of business here. Let's go ahead and talk about our Kansas City Chiefs. Let's just get that out of the way because I feel like we're going to be spending more time on talking about the Royals than anything, really. It was such a short week and what have you. I mean, what do you take from the game before we actually talk about some notes here? What do you take from the game? I understand it's preseason, but what do you think?
It's preseason, of course, and every year, and I don't know what you want to call it, annual fashion. Chiefs Kingdom Twitter is in disarray because of they just going nuts, and I'm like, dude,
they're up in flames.
It's preseason. Yeah, it's preseason. We're playing against a playoff contender. I doubt Andy Reid is going to sit there and show his hand to someone who definitely admires him and who probably follows every move he do for the most part.
Yeah.
As in all the AFC, conference teams, they following us. We got the target on our back. So Andy Reid's not going to show his hand, in a preseason game. He's going to throw out a bunch of trash plays just so we can get bodies and rookies and stuff like that, unsigned free agents, in a game simulation. That's it. We just want to see what we got before he get ready to chop down to 53 man.
I mean, there's a lot of rumors circulating of players making vague posts, if you will, on Twitter and this and that. CeeDee Lamb being one of them. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. Let's just do a small recap or whatnot. The Chiefs took on Jacksonville Jaguars and lost, unfortunately, 13-26. Patrick Mahomes had one series where he couldn't even do anything on 3 plays, and they had to suffice for a field goal by Harrison Butker. Of course, Jacksonville answers back with a touchdown, and then we go into the second quarter. The Chiefs answered back with a touchdown by Carson Steele, who I was just counting hit, truck stick after truck stick after truck stick, just going down and just killing it and whatnot, getting that touchdown. Jacksonville answers back with their own touchdown, but missed a field goal attempt. By this time, second, third string is already out there. Then, of course, third quarter, Jacksonville gets a field goal. And then finally in the fourth, both teams answered with a field goal. Wasn't exciting, but again, even being a diehard Chiefs fan since the early 90s, sometimes I have to remind myself that it's preseason. So we're not going to be expecting to see the big-time games that would see during actual season. Big shout out to, first and foremost, big shout out to Marcus was great. Salute to you, sir. Miss Jen B, have a great show. Thank you very much. And of course, Mr. Taryn Rodriguez. Thank you very much. And with the
appreciate all y'all for being here.
Absolutely. Appreciate all of you that are watching us live right now on YouTube and Instagram, Twitter, wherever you're doing that thing. I appreciate you guys listening to us on audio. Taryn Rodriguez says preseason equals not to be taken overly seriously. That is 100% correct. As Chiefs fans, we sometimes forget. What are you going to do? I thought Carson Wentz had a very troublesome game with losing yardage and holding onto the ball. I understand that high snap wasn't his fault.
Yeah, that was jacked up.
Yeah, that was. And unfortunately, when it comes to stuff like that, you just kind of got to make chicken salad out of chicken, you know what. But,
was kind of, I mean, I understand he's very seasoned. It's good to have a seasoned player, a veteran who's been all over and whatnot. I was kind of disappointed in what was going on. What did you think about that? I mean, don't get me wrong, I haven't given up hope on Carson. It's one game. Whoop-de-doo. But what do you think?
No, I'm sure in a more serious game situation that we probably won't see that Carson Wentz. And you got to understand that he's playing with the backups stuff. People who probably don't get that much time, you know what I'm saying? That O-line don't get that many reps. So I'm good with Wentz. I'm glad he's our backup. I'd rather have him than Shane Boucher or whoever the hell it was.
Yep.
Oladoku, however you say his name.
Yeah.
I know he's been around for a little bit. To me, he had a pretty good preseason. Carson Steele, yeah, he's definitely making it. I'll be shocked if he don't make the 53. I know Andy Reid, we really don't mess around with like a fullback situation, and he's kind of built like one, but I don't think he necessarily have to be a fullback, man. Just whatever. Just give him running back slot. He's like a Derrick Henry almost. He was running people over. He was trucking. So Cal Brandt, if you find this show, whatever, I think Carson Steele definitely deserved that angry run scepter. So,
and between him and Pacheco and who we have on the wide receiver gimmicks and all that other jazz, it's going to be fantastic. We'll see what the next game holds. Again, kind of like what Taryn said, we can't take it seriously.
Yeah. Yep. That's like I said, that's why I'm not investing in preseason games. It's for player development and players fighting for exactly. That's exactly what it's for, Taryn. It's for players fighting for a roster spot. Now, also people have to understand is they're not just auditioning for the Chiefs. They're auditioning for other teams in case they don't make the Chiefs roster. So it's kind of the NFL's way of saying, hey, we're going to have these 3 games before a real season so you guys can pick what you need or what fits your scheme. If there's nobody great, if you got your 53 great, they have tape that they can take to another team or another team probably pots and be like, yeah, I need that guy. So that's what it's for. That's it. Everybody stop getting all up in arms about preseason. It's preseason. It's just an audition. That's it. Simple as that.
Absolutely. All great jobs have that interview process. It's their interview process. And this is just what they do. This is what they do. Yeah. This is going to be a weird show, guys. So bear with us here. Also because of the fact that we started a little bit late. No big deal. We'll be back to normal time next week. But we are going to give another shout out to our sponsors right quick and pay the bills, pay the lights, and all that jazz. We're going to come back and talk about the Royals, and then we are going to finish up with some side notes, and that'll be it for us. It was a short show, but it's okay. We'll talk about that here in just a second.
Shout out to Hollywood Brown. I heard he's back in Kansas City.
He is, and he got his joint fixed out, so there was no surgery.
No surgery needed?
Nope. Yep. No surgery needed, so
that's good. We'll probably see him around, what'd you think, 3 weeks, 4 weeks?
I would be safer to say 4 weeks. But, 2 weeks their own. 2 weeks their own.
McCole Hardman look like McCole Hardman is ready to step up, so I'm good with that.
Absolutely. Man, let's do a quick shout out to our other show real quick while Brandon gets some water. And
all right, man.
We'll go ahead and do that. And folks, we will be right back very quickly. We're going to give a shout out to some other shows that are coming on up, and we will be right back. This is KC Sports right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We'll be right back.
Sports fans, do you like teams that are tough, cities that are tougher, and fan bases that are passionate about their teams? How about teams that are historic and stadiums that are iconic? Then you belong in Chicago. and you need to check out Chi-Town Weekly. Join me, Adam Kernan, every week as we keep up with all things Chicago sports. Bears, Bulls, Blackhawks, Cubs, White Sox. We'll cover them all, plus more. The Windy City is always buzzing, and we'll keep you up on all the big games and major stories. So tune in to Chi-Town Weekly every week right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Are you a fan of volleyball? Are you a fan of Thunderous Spikes? Then I have the show for you, Set Point, where I cover NCAA men's and women's volleyball, high school boys and girls volleyball, beach volleyball, and even professional volleyball. Catch the action every week here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to This is Sports right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Quick shout out and holler at us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at iesportsradio.com. Check us out on whatever podcast station you listen to, whether it be Apple Podcasts, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, etc., etc. Go to our shop at iesportsradio.com/shop. Get some good deals while you're at it. Support us, support IE Sports. It'll be great. You can follow us on the Twitter at thisisKC_IESR. Follow myself at Real Franchise. And then, of course, you can follow my man Bishop at XRunners with a Z. Of course, first and foremost, we got to thank Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet, as well as Seal the Deal Wax Seals. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and let's talk about our peoples. Kansas City Royals. What have we done this week? We've done a lot. In fact, I'm going to tell you about it, and then we're going to discuss it because I was enjoyed by it. I love seeing the smiling faces from Bobby Witt Jr. and, of course, Salvi. Let's talk about it here. So last Monday we had talked about that the Royals were playing against the Red Sox. The Red Sox won 9-5. Then, of course, Tuesday, it was 6-5, and then Wednesday we finally closed it out with an 8-4. So 2 out of 1, not too bad at all. Then, of course, Friday we took on our Missouri rivals, the St. Louis Cardinals. Friday we lost 8-5. Saturday the Royals win 8-3 with Salvador Perez hitting his 21st home run of the season and Bobby Witt Jr. getting 3 RBIs. So even trade right there, 1-on-1. Too bad there wasn't a rubber match. The Royals take on the Twins tonight at 6:40. Now, here is something interesting despite all those games. Royals are currently 3rd in the American League Central. Okay? The Twins are currently 65 out of 52, which makes them number 2 in the ALC. The Royals have a chance this streak to go ahead and deter that and become number 2. What are your thoughts about all that stuff?
Yeah. Starting tonight, man. 6:40 p.m. It's put up or shut up time. For lack of better words. It's
Your words are
time
better than
to
mine.
yeah. like these are the important games right here. The the Twins. We really need to go ahead and sweep if we can. I don't know. Because just like I was talking about White Sox, Oakland, hell, even Boston, you know, like I said, they got hitters, they got
They do.
sluggers, bro. And our bullpen struggles a little bit at times. Um, can't quite close out, for the most part. Um, this is the important stuff. We got to sweep the Twins. Hopefully if we can take all three games, we're golden.
Absolutely, absolutely. If we take all three games, we're golden. We're definitely going to be moving on up the ladder as always. Um, I'm hoping to see some big things from the boys. I know that they've had a strenuous week. You know, um, taking on. I mean, we had Detroit last week. We had Boston this week. We had the Cardinals this weekend, and now we're taking on the Twins, where it really matters. Not that any other game doesn't matter, but this one definitely does. We're trying to make it up the ranks and then make our way into October. Um,
We
I
need
was really happy. I was really happy to see. Oh, yeah, number in
we need
for
at
the
least
number
two. At least two. If we
at
can
least
if we
two.
can take
Okay,
two games, we're good. We should move up to number two at that point. Because they're I mean they're 0.556, we're 551 games for the season or whatever. We're above 500. But our record is pretty much the same. We just have one more loss than they do. We're
correct.
we're 65-53, 65-52.
hmm
So if we
hmm
could take two of these games out of this series, we're good.
I think we'll be good. I think we'll be good. I have confidence that something big is going to happen, and we're going to be seeing a lot of celebration in downtown Kansas City as the games progress and what have you. They'll be in, I believe, they're in Minnesota tonight, here in less than an hour when game starts, and then they'll eventually make their way on back. Um, but other than that, guys, there's nothing really much more to talk about. I'm going to be honest with you here. I mean, we had our Chiefs game, disappointing loss, but it is preseason. We had the Royals go throughout the entire week. I think they only had one day off until they had to start a brand new series with the Cards. Um, and there's not a whole lot going on. Uh, unfortunately, Sporting KC lost to Columbia 4-0 in the League Cup round of 32, I believe. And there's not going to be a Sporting or a KC Current game until the 15th. So we're not going to be able to talk about them until next week or 3 out of the 4 or whatever the case may be. I'm sure something's bound to happen. Um, uh, Correction, excuse me. I'm very sorry, Miss Jen. Columbus, not Columbia. Um, misspoke. I'm sorry. Um, it is going to be one of those things where we are going to be we're going to go with the flow. Anybody from Kansas City knows that we just go with the flow because that's just a Kansas City thing that we do here. Running out of time right now, Bishop. I mean, we got to do our thing, man. We got to get prepared for next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, as they say. Um, uh, Final thoughts, man.
Yeah, no, like I said, it's not much going on. Like we talked about, Marquise or Hollywood Brown, he will be. Yeah, Jen, you put it in all caps. You don't have to yell at us. No. Shout out to Jen B. She is the host of the Land of the Show or Show of the Land. I always mix up the name, but
I've been
she
yelled
is
at. I've been yelled
here.
at all week. If you know, you know.
She is here. She is a host of the show here on IE Sports Radio. She's part of the family. Um, the Show of
She
the
means well.
Land.
She's not
She
really
got
yelling at
everything
us.
Cleveland for you. Shout out to Terrence Rodriguez for hanging out with us. He is the host of Set Point, and my guy Marcus Los Great, who is the host of Gloves Off here at IE Sports Radio. Um, but yeah, man, it's not much going on. Casey Current went on ahead and they won. They beat North Carolina Courage 2-0 in that semifinal Summer Cup
Mm-hmm.
league. I think they pretty much went undefeated in that thing.
Yeah.
So, I was sitting there like looking. I'm like, I know that they had North Carolina Courage. So yeah, they in the semifinal they went on ahead and won 2-0. Next game is Wednesday. Well, I guess the 14th, I guess,
Correct,
against
yeah.
whatever they're called.
Oh, they got a unique name. It's the
Yeah,
ladies.
they got that. Yeah, the Sundowns. That's I don't know.
Melody Sundowns ladies. Let's just
Melody
call them
Sundown
MSL.
Ladies Football Club. Yeah, yeah. They got a
MSL.
match against them. I kind of know how that's gonna go. So, but yeah. Other than that, man, that's pretty much it. It's just been one of those short weeks. Like I said, Hollywood Brown, no surgery needed. That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
The team was back at training camp today, looking pretty good. McCole had a deep threat or deep pass throw to I mean not McCole, Jesus. Mahomes threw a deep ball to McCole Hartman. Looked pretty clean too. It was pretty clean. So we should see McCole step up, a little bit until we can get Hollywood Brown back from his injury, which, like we said, we'll probably send him around week 3, week 4, something like that. I'm sure they can take some time with him. I hope so, because it's about the same type of injury Tyreek Hill had, if I'm not mistaken. And so he was out for about 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And the crazy part is that the 4 weeks Mahomes went insane. So he was damn near perfect,
He
those
lost
4
his
weeks.
weapon, and he had to show up. He had to show up and show out.
Yeah. So I don't know. Things are looking on the up and up from where I'm sitting at.
No, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
I apologize for the background noise. My cat has decided to make his appearance by knocking whatever over in the living room. So that's nice of him. That's yeah. He's mad he's not on camera, so he has to tear up the place. Yeah. So we got all that stuff coming up next week. Of course, same bat time, same bat channel. We want to thank everybody for joining us, watching us live, whether it be on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. If you plan on hearing this later on or even now, we appreciate you guys listening to us and doing your thing. And man, that was a fast show, but it was a good show, right? I appreciated it. Definitely.
Oh yeah. It was something nice, a little short, sweet. You know what I'm saying? Just to interact with the fans.
Yeah. Just to let them know that hey, we're still here. We're still here.
Yeah. We'll be back. We got more Chiefs preseason this Saturday against the Lions.
Yep.
I'm actually excited to see that game. I know, whatever. It's fun watching teams play us like it's actually a regular season game.
Mm-hmm.
So
they
I'm
got
kind of
no
excited.
idea.
Yeah,
They got
I'm
no
kind of
idea
excited
until
for that
the
game.
actual season. Yeah, man, I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see what the Royals do tonight. Again, thank you everybody interacting with us, watching us live, or listening to us at a later date, or if not now. We appreciate you guys. We're continuing to grow, so make sure you remember 5 o'clock every Monday, unless otherwise noted. We'll be here live, Bishop and myself. And I tell you what, man, I think this is a good time to call it Sunday. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is KC Sports right here on IE Sports Radio, your home for everything that is sports, your direct feed for all that is sports. Ladies and gentlemen, goodbye and good night.